All right, part two of some grip training stuff. Let's say you want to practice finger curls. You can do that if you have grippers, but you forgot your grippers and you're traveling. You could do that on a pull-up bar. I mean, if you're a rock climber, you don't need any advice. You already know what you're doing. But sometimes if you hang off a pull-up bar, you can do stuff like that to work finger curls. But if you have no access to equipment, you're just at home or traveling, you can do manually resisted finger curls. So you just take one finger at a time. So let's say it's this one, and you're going to try to open it up with this hand, and then you're going to curl it back in. Obviously, you're resisting the entire way this way, and then you're resisting the entire way that way. A few practice points. You have to be really careful not to injure yourself when you're opening up things up against resistance. So don't start applying all of your force right away. Kind of ease into it, see what feels good. That's number one. Number two is there's different variations. You can curl at this last joint. You can curl at that joint. You can curl at a combo. So you can kind of like pry it open joint by joint or more. So play around with how you want to do it. There's variations. Go by feel, see what you need to train and so forth. Figure that out for yourselves. But for example, you can do 3 sets of 20, but you can really try any reps. You can go more intense, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 30. Something like 3 sets of 15 to 20 would probably be a good protocol. And you manually resist it, close it back down. Same thing, or you can alternate left hand, right hand, and then go to the next finger. So for example, the thumb, you might start this way, open that up, close it back down. You can play with keeping the rest of the fingers open or closed. To make it more intense, I prefer to have the rest of the fingers start in the same position. So if you're starting closed, keep the rest of the fingers closed. I find that gives you more intensity, but it depends. Now, remember, if you're going to do the finger flexion, I recommend you superset that, or at the end, you do the reverse movement of finger extension for hand health and the extensor strength. So now you're going to keep your hands open and you're going to curl everything in under resistance. You can do it this way. If you don't want to waste your time, you can do 4 at a time of this way, uncurl, and you could keep your wrist against your body or here, whatever, play around with where you want it for stability. But and these are going to be really intense, right? I'm going through them very quickly, but you're going to be really resisting going at a much slower speed. Again, 1 finger at a time if you really want to give it that attention. If you're in a rush, maybe do 4 fingers for the extension. I wouldn't do 4 fingers for the curling, for the flexion, because it's just going to be too much force and you're not going to be able to provide a good enough stimulus. So you can maybe do 2 at a time, but I would just do 1 at a time if you're doing this manual resistance. And if you haven't tried these, you'll feel it. You're gonna feel it. So you can even do as little like 2 sets of 15 to 20, and that's it for this one.